Moments like it's only game, 14? We're just trying to claw our way into some type of identity and momentum, but that was fun. They got a great team. To come here and win back-to-back games is huge.
For you, back-to-back 40-point games. You got 6 of those in your career, but it's your first since 2022. What did this one in particularly take from you?
Just kind of digging deeper, reminding myself to have fun, like the competition and understanding how the game can kind of ebb and flow. Just next shot, just keep shooting, keep trying to make the right play. But Gary Payton coming in, knocking down those 2 threes, Al Horford playing great defense, BP taking that charge, Jimmy finished at the basket, Draymond, reading, reacting, like we all did it together. I know the points look great, but we all did it together to win. That's what we're trying to build on.
Steph, after the night you guys had in OKC to 72 hours later, putting together these back-to-back performances, what does it say about what this group is capable of?
That's why I know we get a lot of attention, and we have our own expectations in our locker room that we can still win at a high level. That's all it is. We're just trying to live up to that. It's a long year. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of ups and downs, but just trying to, like I said, just come out and find an identity. We haven't been able to do that early in the season, but these are 2 gritty, gutsy, professional wins.
Appreciate the time, Steph. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate you.
Kendra Perkins joins us now. A couple of things stand out in that game from Steph Curry. Not only was it vintage with the 49 points and the 9 3-pointers, he's coming off that 46-point game, but also the comments he was making about his teammates, taking on that leadership role, especially since we heard those comments from Draymond Green earlier the week being so critical. So what did you take away from everything Steph Curry in this one?
Well, one, that light-skinned brother with the green eyes, he's a bad man. That's the first thing, and I'm jealous of him, right? I'm jealous of him. That's number one. But number two, what he just said, that just showed leadership, and it shows where this group is trying to go, and that's trying to go and win another championship. The individual numbers, yes, that's great, but Steph doesn't care about that. He's playing winning basketball. And so for him to highlight certain things with, Brandon Podziemski taking the charge, Draymond Green doing what he does best, all the people that was doing the little things that doesn't show up in the stat sheet, that goes to speak volumes on Steph Curry and his leadership, and he spoke on it. Back-to-back wins against a really good young team in the San Antonio Spurs, and it was playoff vibes. And when it came down to the crunch time, when it mattered the most, experience kicked in, and we saw guys make plays for the Golden State Warriors.
And you heard him say things like, we did it together, and I love this team. Those are messages to the team as much as they are to us.
Perk, we haven't seen LeBron yet, but between him and KD, we talk about how long they've been in the league. Well, Steph has been in the league almost 20 years as well, right? And he's still doing it at this level. I guess as we look ahead to the season, how much of this level will the Warriors need from him if they have any chance of going deep in the playoffs?
Well, I said this before the season started. Every matchup in the Western Conference in the regular season is going to feel like a playoff-type game because the West is that stacked. But the one thing that we don't give Steph enough credit for is that he is one of the most well-conditioned athletes this game has ever seen. We give a lot of props to LeBron James, and rightfully so. But Steph Curry, when you look at his body, you look at his cardio, you look at his conditioning, his off-season workouts, how he comes into training camp, it shows on the floor and his mindset. And now he has a bona fide Robin in Jimmy Butler that at times Steve Kerr could pick and choose his spots when he could rest him in those non-Steph minutes, and then he's fresh for the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We also have Wemby in terms of like his conditioning and off-season conditioning and the body changes that we saw from him. He went out there again tonight and did what Wemby's been doing.
You know what I love, though? My favorite part of Wemby's game tonight, even though it was in an L, the play didn't even count. He got fouled by Draymond.
And just
he dunked on top of him, but he stood there in his face. He's like, you are not going to intimidate me. I'm in this league, and I'm trying to take it over. That was my favorite part of the whole night.
Mine too. And look, Wemby is mean. He's backing down from no one.
Right.
But what we saw tonight from the San Antonio Spurs was the youth kick in, right? Back-to-back games where they didn't had high turnover games that then basically cost them. They had 20 turnovers tonight. You know, you take away 5 or 6 of those, they win the game at home. But look, when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, he has no ceiling. but he is still growing right in front of our eyes on how to make plays, how to make reads, how to continue to make guys around him better. But for his tenacity, he has all that.
He's also actually still growing because he's a child. Burke, thank you.
All right.
KB, Gareth Burke, I am Bonte Hill. Wow, Bessie, what a game.
This is the NBA Cup, Bonte. This is what I'm talking about. This is the energy we keep talking about. This is Steph Curry willing his team, willing the Warriors. They could not buy a basket in the first half without Steph, and Steph just kept saying, just give me the ball. I'll make something happen. And you're going against a young, scrappy, very well-coached San Antonio Spurs team with Victor Wembanyama, who's an alien in the middle of the paint. This was a beautiful game to watch. It came all the way down to the wire.
Wow was the text my dad just sent me. Like word for word. There you go. But
shout out to Papa Burke.
Remember when Jimmy Butler first got here? He's like, oh, get the ball to 30 and then back up?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Get the ball to 30. Who backed up this game, a 49-point game, after he had the 46-point game? He's like Atlas right now with the Warriors on his shoulders. But that's what he does. That's Steph Curry.
Not a math major, but I think he just averaged 47 a game against San Antonio the first two. So, unbelievable. By the way,
nightmares at this point.
Gary Payton II was some big-time shot making in the fourth quarter, and the defense on De'Aaron Fox that sealed the deal in this NBA Cup game. But more importantly, the Warriors went 2 straight on the road after losing 6 consecutive games away from chasing her. So let's start with the fourth quarter and crunch time tape here, folks. It was a long one. It was riveting. You had drama. You had great defense. You had great shot making.
Set it up, Monte. I love it.
All of it here. So let's get to the fourth quarter tape. 87-82. Draymond Green doing what he can against Victor Wembanyama. Now this
talk to him, Victor.
But the fact that Draymond got Wemby to react like this, I think kind of tells the story of how Draymond defended Wemby. So you had drama.
That's a crazy look right there. That's ridiculous.
Both guys kept their heads in that moment, too.
Well, security came on the floor. They were flying all over the place. And then moments later, Draymond Green picked up his 5th foul. So what are the Warriors going to do defensively? Well, they scrapped, right? At one point, Stephen Curry, this was a foul right here on Jimmy Butler. That was a tough call. Warriors down 7, I should say. Jimmy's like, what's going on, Steve Kerr?
Never see Jimmy respond to the rest. So
no
that
doubt.
says something right there.
But you know what? Steph said, I got this, fellas. And he scored 10 straight points during this stretch. This is after ending the third quarter with 14 straight.
There was nothing they could do. Steph is shooting the ball from way out of three-point range. You couldn't even double-team him out there.
I know. They tried Castle. They tried Fox. They tried KJ. They tried, like, every double-team.
No, they avoided putting Champagne on him because Steph needs to start having Champagne send a taxi to get Champagne to the games from now on.
Champagne was hitting the threes. You see the big 3 by Wemby there, who scored 26 points and grabbed 12 rebounds. But how about the big shot by Gary Payton II? Shot clock going down, saying, no worries, fellas. Steph doubled at half court. Horford, the GP2.
Big shot. Big shot. BP has been struggling all game. That was a big shot, big take right there.
KB, Pod showed up in that fourth quarter, and then GP2 again.
Ready to step into that 3-point shot after the start of the game didn't belong to Potts.
And the 9-0 run there gave the Warriors a 1-point lead. Fox, though, going to the rack. Fox bounced.